Democratization in Arab countries is just not going to happen without reform of the security sector, the police, the intelligence agencies, the secret political police. And unfortunately, although the Arab Spring provided a real opportunity for reform, that was missed. The result of delaying reform was to encourage the security sector to retrench, regroup, and go back on the offensive. That meant, for instance, the resort to torture, to the routine use of violence, beatings, etc., when detaining suspects in order to extract confessions, disregard of citizens' rights, freedom of expression, and so on. In other words, the revival of a culture of police impunity. And this ultimately led, in the case of Egypt, to a military coup d'etat in which the Interior Ministry was a key player, resulting in thousands of deaths and tens of thousands of arrests without proper trial or warrant. In Tunisia, the case was not so dramatically bad, but the security sector led by the Interior Ministry remains until today a black box, which resists being opened up to proper accountability and oversight by the elected executive. It's extremely important to neutralize the security sector, i.e. to take it out of partisan political competition. That means assigning neutral ministers who don't belong to any political camp. It means that each political party should accept that it will not directly control the Interior Ministry, on the understanding that, of course, that its rivals won't control it either. And at the end of the day, that has to be part of a quid pro quo in which the security sector itself acknowledges government authority over it, over its policy, over its senior appointments, and so on. So there has to be a package there. A second lesson, I think, from the experience of Egypt and Tunisia is the importance of balancing the need of the security sector for better budgets, better pay, better pensions, better service conditions. Often you'll find policemen who are poorly trained, who work for 12 hours off and then 12 hours on again, and may be assigned from traffic control to narcotics to all sorts of other tasks without appropriate training, who have no right of complaint against their superiors. So there's a whole issue of the rights of the personnel, the lower ranking, but also the officers of the security sector itself, of the police, of the police on the beat. But in return for giving them better conditions, they have to accept that they are obligated to uphold the rule of law, to be accountable financially, politically, and legally to elected authorities. So there needs to be a package. The mistake in Egypt and Tunisia was that new governments that came to power felt that they were weak, they didn't have an experience of governing, they had weak legitimacy, so they chose to appease the security sector, not rock the boat, not seek reform, and instead they awarded pay increases without expecting delivery in improved performance, improved crime fighting, improved adherence to the law. And that was a fundamental mistake.